Hey guys. Hi guys. Yep. Just prop him up here 1 minute. All right. Okay, yeah. Hey guys. It's me again. Dig this. Dig this. Yo. Hey guys. Yeah. Dig this. Dig this. What I'm saying is, it's not right for people like Stanley to tell you that you don't belong on the internet. Tell you that you don't belong. You don't rate anything. Who is he? He can't judge you. You're the only person that can judge you. You tell your own story. You know, what I'm saying is everyone is welcome. You know, everyone is, everyone belongs here. This internet is not anyone's exclusive little, you know, playground. It belongs to all of us, man. If we want to be here, we can be here. If we don't, we don't. But what I'm saying is, no one has the right to tell you that you don't belong here. No Stanley, not anybody. Internet is a privilege. It's not a right. And the way I see it, ladies and gentlemen, he doesn't have the right to tell you whether you can go on the internet or not. Only people who do that are the people who pay your bill, the internet bill. And those are your parents. You know, your parents are the only people that can tell you whether you can use the internet or not. To be honest, I mean, he has no right to do that to you. He has no right to tell you if you can't use the internet. You know, and to be perfectly honest, he has no right to tell you that you can't literally be on here. I mean, it's up to you whether you want to be on here. It's up to you whether you want to do live broadcasts or whether you want to just hang out with your friends on the internet. It's up to you what you want to do. It's not for Stanley to decide. It's up to you. It's always been up to you, you know? And my friend Jules is right. He has no right to tell people um anything. Even my friend Ariana, he picks on her constantly, her and her boyfriend, because they have disabilities. So what? The people, the people that deserve peace and respect, just like everybody else does. I mean, You have no right to deny them the rights of every other individual, to come on the internet, to have fun, use it. You know, you have no right to do that. And taking away their personal rights is not cool. I mean, infringing upon their right of expression and creation is not right. And I think deep down, I think he knows, but I know he just doesn't care. You know, it's easy to say you don't belong here because you have a disability, or I don't like you because of the way you look. I don't like you because of your skin color. I don't like you because of where you're from. You know, it's easy to say that. But then, hey, at the end of the day, we're all people. We bleed red just like we bleed red all the same. We live here all the same. But you know what, though? No one has the right else or to shame anybody else for not being here. And my friend Ariana has the right to be here. She has the right to be heard. No one has the right to deny her a fundamental right of expression. You know, whether Mr. Stanley knows it or not, you know, he he I don't know. He just does engender the worst in people. He brings out the worst in you. I mean, he's like a virus that just won't go away, And for Ari and her boyfriend, it's not. It's it's like someone that just keeps hounding them every time they come on the internet. It's not right. It's not even fair, you know. But what I'm saying is, you guys, if you really, like friends of Ariana, I mean myself, you care if you really care what she's going through, you know, really, I think we should all like just talk to him and try to make him understand that he cannot do this. It's not right. She deserves to be heard. She deserves that someone stand up and say, "Look, I'm a person. She's a person like everybody else. I'm a person, you know, and be it disability or not, she's a person too. And she does not deserve to be hurt, shamed, and that's what he does. He hurts and he shames, you know, but it's up to us whether we want him to do that. It's up to us whether we let him do that or not. It's basically up to us whether we stand for this stuff, you know? It's basic. See, what I would do is I would just get us all together and we would just talk. You would just hang out, We don't care whether Stanley wants us to or not. The point is, we're all people. People, we're all people. Humans are social people. We associate. We hang out. We talk to each other. The world is too small to be not talking to each other, you know? And to be honest, be really brutally honest, why should we let someone like Stanley dictate to us whether we can go on the internet or not? Whether people with disabilities can go on the internet or not? I mean, my friend Colin Reisnauer, he has a disability and he's a great creator. He's a really great creator. He makes his own videos. He scripts his own movies. You know, Basically he's his own. Basically, he's his own one man show. He does what he does. You know, he likes what he does. He doesn't let people tell him he cannot do. You know, and that's what I like about Ariana. She doesn't let people tell her what she cannot do. So before you actually think about infringing upon other people's rights, you need to think about this. Do you want someone doing that to you? I mean, is it right? Is it fair? Why would you treat somebody like that? Don't treat others how you don't want to be treated. Straight up. That's just the gist of it. I mean, whether you know it or not, ladies and gentlemen, you do not have a monopoly on the internet. The internet is just there to be used. It is a tool to be used. Whether you know it or not, it is a privilege, not a right, like I said. Like everything else in this world, it is a privilege, not a right. You don't own it, but you can use it. You don't own it, but you can make material to broadcast on it. You don't own it. So you cannot tell people whether they can use it or not, whether they're free to post their content or not. Think about it. I mean, how would you feel if someone came to you and told you that you cannot use the internet? Why? Because you have a disability. You know, that would be really stupid. It would be really crappy. And it's also hate speech. It's hate speech and it's also harassment. So you need to think about what you do. You need to think words can hurt. That's one thing that people don't understand. When you do these internet broadcasts, words can hurt. And whether you know it or not, both Ariana and her boyfriend are people. They're people. And whether you know it or not, people, they deserve to be free. They don't deserve to be they don't deserve to be teased and, ridiculed by people, hazed in any type of way because one person, namely Stanley, doesn't like them. You know, that's like my friend Colin. When Colin used to come on the internet, people like Calvin Penn used to bug him, fears, un, you know, used to get on his case all the time. And Colin never relented. He made his content. He did what he had to do, regardless, and in spite of other people. So, Ariana, if you can hear me, you and your boyfriend, you guys make your content. Do what you gotta do. Do what you want to do. Don't let people like Stanley get in your way, get in your face, or stop you. Because whether you know it or not, they're just haters, and they want you to turn out like them. They want you to turn into haters and hate other people. You know, they don't want you to have the friends that you should have. They don't want you to be the type of people you are. They don't want you to be the nice people that I know you to be. So, Ari, we've spoken before. And know this when I say this to you. You and your boyfriend, you guys, you guys deserve to be able to make your content in peace. You don't need Stanley. You don't need people like Stanley bugging you all the time. Even my friend Jules, she's all the time being bugged by Stanley. I mean, this guy is like, he's like that disease that animals get, rabies. I mean, he's very contagious. He doesn't go away. He just keeps coming. He coming. He coming. He's like he's like having a bad recurrence of food poisoning. No matter how many times you get rid of it, it keeps coming back, you know? But the thing is, we can't let it come back. We can't let it poison us to not make our content, to not make our feelings known, ladies and gentlemen. We have to stand up to people like Stanley. Because if we don't, then evil will win. And we can't let evil win because that's not us. Ari, you can't let him win because that's not the Ari I know. You know, that's not my friend that I know. That's a very strong girl, young lady, I should say, not girl. Sorry about that, but you're a very strong young lady, and you shouldn't let him dictate to you what you can and cannot do. On your internet, you are not to, you are not someone he can dictate to. You are not a child. You are not a child. You are an adult with adult feelings and an adult mind. And I'm gonna tell you, whether if you let this guy, this joke of a guy, tell you that you can't use your internet because you have a disability, then you're just setting yourself up to be bullied even more in life. Here is where you. Here is your defining point. Here and now. People told me that I can't be on the internet. Why? Because you know, because I'm friends with Colin. I'm friends with a lot of people. Hey, you know. But what I'm saying is, whether you know it or not, whether you know it or not, people with disabilities have feelings. They have opinions, and they need to be heard too. You know, and people know this. Know this. No matter what you do, no matter what you say, there are always going to be people with disabilities that are going to use the internet regardless. I mean, it's not for you to say this person can't use it because he has a disability. That person can't use it because he has a disability. You don't have the right to do that. You don't have the right to say to other folks because you feel as though, hold on, I'm back. And like I said, you guys, hey, you guys don't deserve that. Always be persecuted by family. You guys deserve your peace, you know, your respect, your dignity. So do what you got to do. Make your content. Be done, you know, do your work. Don't let them stop you. Do not let Stanley stop you. Don't let him scare you. Do what you have to do. He's not important. But yeah, and I just thought I'd invite somebody, you know, because that's what I do. You know, it's whether he shows up or not. Hey, I don't know, but odds are he probably will. You know what? If he does, hey, all the better. But what I'm saying is, you and Jules and everybody else, that Stanley calls himself persecuting. Just make your videos. Don't let him stop you. There's more of you than it is of him. So do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. I'm behind you all the way. I mean, no one can stop you. I mean, hey, it's like that. That's all I'm saying. Do what you gotta do. And yeah, do exactly what you gotta do. And I guess I'll see you guys later.